asleep. Fall asleep, fall asleep. I'm going to try and make you fall asleep today. So, let's get into the very first trick tonight, in which I actually need 4 pretty important cards for tonight's trick. And those 4 cards I need are the 2, perfect, we need the 2 black kings, the red, 2 black kings, sorry, and the 2 red queens. Sorry, I always get them mixed up, but 2 black kings, 2 red queens, black king, we need a red queen, there we go, perfect, 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 perfect. I'm just gonna pop them up there, because next up I need you to select a card for us. And to do this, I'm going to do it at random by just dribbling the cards, and we'll stop somewhere random, and that will be our chosen card, as fair as possible. Right there, we'll go for this next card. We'll take a look at it in a sec. Actually, I do not need the rest of the deck, so I will get rid of that. Now you're probably wondering what it is, so let's take a look at what card we're going to be using for tonight's first trick. It is the 8 of Spades, a pretty cool card. And what we're going to do with the 8 of Spades is I'm just going to pop it up here so you can keep an eye on it, because we'll need it in a wee moment. I'm going to come back to my 2 red queens and my 2 black kings. As I say, I get them mixed up. I can never remember what they are. The black kings, yeah. We're going to actually use the black kings first, because we're going to play a bit of a game essentially. I'm going to try something that's a bit of a game for me that I've been playing a lot recently. And I'm going to take the black kings 1 and 2, and I'm going to pop your card, pop it in between the 2 black kings, just like so. And I'll set the 2 red queens just up there, and I'll sandwich your card in between. Now the game I'm going to try and play, it's a bit of a mentalism game for me, as I am essentially going to try and transfer your 8 of Spades from in between my 2 black kings across to being in between the 2 red queens. Pretty incredible, and I'm going to do it without touching the cards. Are you ready? There we go. Don't believe me? Well, let's take a look, shall we? As you can see, in between... Oh, there is something in between the 2 black kings. That was not supposed to happen. Well, let's take a look what it is. Oh wow, it's the 2 red queens. Well, that can only mean what's over here then. There's only one card, and it's your 8 of Spades. I hope you all enjoyed that little performance to start off the video. I do want to quickly say a few things before we jump into the video though, guys. I want to start off by saying I hope you enjoyed the intro, finally being back in a Magic Monday. I tend not to do my little hey everybody intro at the start, but I saw a few comments lately of people saying they missed it, not being in the Magic Mondays, so I hope you enjoyed it. I do also want to say thank you all for the support on the last few Magic Mondays. You guys have been absolutely killing the support, putting up incredible views, incredible like goals and things like that, so I can't thank you guys enough. Can we try and hit another 500 likes on tonight's Magic Monday? That would just be incredible. If we hit 500 likes, that would just be absolutely insane. So thank you all so much for that. I've got a bunch of cool tricks planned for you tonight, and a very special tutorial throughout the mix of it all, so I hope you do enjoy it. If you're not already subscribed and you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe right here. It's completely free, and we're on that grind for 15k now, guys. let's get in to some whispered card tricks. Card tricks. So for this next trick, I've got two things before I begin. The first thing is I'm going to be using my bicycle sharks deck of playing cards. I have never performed a trick with this in a Magic Monday, but I did read all the facts on these cards, and if you love facts about sharks or just sharks or facts in general, go and check out that video in the top right. It was a super fun video to make. And the second thing is I've actually performed this trick before, but I did it such a long time ago, and it's an incredible trick. So I thought, why not perform the trick again, eh? So if you do remember it, let me know in the comments if you're an OG of the channel and do remember it. But for those who are new, let's see if it fools you. So this is the deck, by the way. It's so cool, and as you can see, like, each card, oh, that's a joker, let's pick a random one. Each card has like wee shark facts on it, so it's a very unique deck and it's very cool. So, but anyways, speaking of picking a card, we actually do need a card picked, so I'll give it a shuffle and I'll have you guys touch any card. Let's say you go for that card, and I do not want to see it, so if I can focus the camera, I'll let you guys take a look. Maybe you can read the fact. I don't know if it's focused or not, but... And then what we're going to do is take your card and I'll pop it somewhere in the middle, like there. All is fair. It's definitely going in. And in it goes. And I'll give the deck a few cuts, and a few shuffles, And for those who don't trust me, your card's not on top, right? And your card is not on the bottom. Yeah, cool. So what we are going to do is, well, actually this trick comes a bit of a story. I was performing this trick on my friend once, and I got to this point in the trick, and see, this is the point where I was going to find his card, as any card trick would be. But I set the deck down, and my friend's a bit of a prankster. He's a bit of a joker. And he picked up the deck, and he took the cards, and he messed them all up. He had some cards turned over, face up, face down. I was like, bro, what are you doing? And he ran away with the deck, messed it up. Was like, you're never gonna find my card. And I was like, not at that rate. And when he brought it back, I was like, bro, what have you done? You've got cards face up, some cards face down, some face up and face down. You got some face down and face down. And he said to me, well, you know what? There you go. You're the magician. You go ahead and fix it. And I said, alright, okay, here we go. I'm going to try. And just like that, I got the deck to face the entire same direction again. Every single one. Except from one card. And wouldn't you know it, my plan worked all along, and I still found his Nine of Hearts. Let me know if that was your card, and let me know if you enjoyed that trick. It's an oldie, but a goldie. Alrighty guys, are you ready for a whispered tutorial card trick? Well, you're in luck, because I'm about to teach you a very, very easy to do card trick that is a very, very fast card trick to perform as well. In fact, I actually performed this card trick as a wee exclusive trick on my Instagram story. So if you do not follow me on Instagram, be sure to drop me a follow. You'll see a lot of cool behind the scenes things like that. I tend to post a few things on my story as well, and I've been posting a few card tricks lately, so if you want to see some more card tricks, be sure to draw me a follow on Instagram. But that trick you just saw, I'm going to perform again, and then teach you exactly that, the way that you can do this. And it's very easy, and it's a very fast trick as well, so try to keep up with me. But the trick goes like this. The other day, I challenged my friend to try to go through a deck of cards, this deck right here actually, and to try and pick out 4 of a kind. So he went through, and obviously he was doing it face down to make it a challenge, and he picked out 4 cards. And as I say, it is a challenge. It's very difficult to get 4 of a kind just without seeing the cards, but let's take a look at how he did. So when he did it, he picked out a 9, a 6, a queen, and a king. So not great. I mean, he kind of had this king-queen thing going on, but overall he didn't really do too well. There was no 2 or 3 kings that we needed. There was no other queens, there was no other 6s, and certainly no other 9s. Speaking of which, I'm actually going to use this 9 to try something pretty cool with his other 3 predictions or cards that he took out. And here's what we're going to do. I'm going to try and give my friend another chance to redeem himself with his 9 of spades. We're going to see if he can turn all of his cards into 4 of a kind. I'm going to give him one more chance. So I gave him a chance, and he took his cards, and just like that, he turned his cards into the 1, 2, 3, 4 aces. So that was a pretty cool trick. I'll not ramble on anymore about that trick though. Let's just get straight in to the tutorial. So as I said guys, this trick is actually a very easy trick, very quick to learn. Well, depending on how you approach it, but I'll try explain it in very good detail, and if you have any questions, be sure to draw me a comment down below. But essentially what you need for this trick is any deck of cards with any 4 of a kind. I like to go with the aces because, well, they're the coolest reveal to have at the end, and you want to start off with the 4 aces on top of the deck before you actually go up to your spectator. So grab the 4 aces or any 4 of a kind and put them on top. I like to put the ace of spades on the bottom of these 4 cards because that will be what they're, well, in the performance it was the 9 of spades that turned into it, but it'll be the very last ace that you reveal. So I like to put that on the bottom of them, pop them on top, and I also like to put it back into the card box, just to make it look like I've just pulled this deck out. I've not done anything to it. It's slipped in my pocket, then I just pull it out like, oh, I'll do a trick. And you can open it up, pull out your deck, and you could just get straight into the trick here. But me being a magician, trying to throw my spectators off, I like to do a few shuffles that might not mess up the order. As you can see, there's a bunch of cards on top. There's no way those 4 aces are going to get lost. They're definitely going to stay on top if I do that. But you can perform lots of false cuts and things like that if you've learned any. But if not, don't worry, we'll just jump straight into it. So, you want to explain to your spectator that the other day you had a friend go through and try and make 4 of a kind. In fact, you can actually say to your spectator, go through and try and touch 4 of a kind, so they can go through and touch any 4 cards, provided they don't pick the top 4 cards. If you don't want them to do that, you can just spread the middle of the deck out and be like, touch 4 cards, and they won't touch the top 4. So they go through and touch 4 cards, and you can be like, okay, let's see if you found 4 of a kind, and you can offer them to turn over their cards. And there's a good way to do this, because what you need to do actually is, while they're looking at the cards, you need to get a break under these 4 aces, the top 4 cards, like so. And you can do this whilst they're turning them over, or you can do it, you've turned them over, and then you could have been like, you could have picked any 4 cards, gesture these 4 cards, and then get a break. But basically just get a break under them. Then you're going to pick up these cards and say, okay, you didn't really get much, and you're going to drop them on top like so. Then you're going to pick all the way up down to your break. So you've picked up their 4 cards and then the 4 aces. So you pick it up and you say you picked a 10 or whatever card it is. Peel it off and then use this packet to flip it over on top. Then do the same. You say you got a 7. Whoops, that was pretty bad. Pop that on top. Do the same with the queen, and with the final card it's going to be their last card and the 4 aces. You're just going to say, and then you add the 8 of clubs, and you just want to drop that on top and say, okay, we're actually going to try something with your 8 of spades or whatever it be. Take it off and set it down and pop it down there. Now the setup you have is 4 aces on top, and their 3 cards, other 3 cards have been sort of deposited underneath the 4 aces. And you say, okay, we'll take your other 3 cards that you pick and set them face down like this. Now you want to put them kind of close together because it makes the flip over easier to do. I'll just center that up for my OCD. And then once you've done that, of course, these are the 3 aces. You've got 1 more ace on top. You want to slyly get a break under that last ace. So what you can do is you can say, we're going to try something with this 8. Pick it up, distract them, get a break, and pop that 8 on top. And then you're going to come along and pick up both those cards, but make it look like it's just the 8. So like so, you can move it about. Try not to do that. But essentially you've got 8 with the ace underneath. And you want to hold it with your hand sort of down like this. Not like this, but like this. And you're going to scoop up these 3 cards. I would advise you do it from the middle and try get to more than halfway along the cards like this. And try not to flash that card behind the 8 again. It's hard to do slowly, but you can get practice at it. Pick them up, and all you're going to do is toss them over. And at the same time, move your hand up to the packet. Drop that 8 and put that ace down. That last move is quite difficult to do because you basically are taking your hand from like this, chucking it over, and then doing that. But they won't notice this because they're focused on these 3 cards there. So, give that a practice, guys. Hopefully you can get it to work. And if it does work, then be sure to drop a like on the video. And hopefully, it fools your friends and family. Right, but let's stop rambling again and crack on with some more card tricks. Alrighty guys. For this next trick, I'm going to give the deck a few shuffles to begin with, just to mix up the deck. And for this trick, I actually need, well, I'll just show you, it's completely random, no order. But for this deck, I actually need the ace of spades. There we are. Just find it like that, the magician's touch, as they say. And I'm going to try something pretty cool with this ace of spades. But for the time being, I'll just leave it off there. So I do need you to select a card, and it can be any card. In fact, it's actually fine if I take a look at it, the 5 of hearts. Okay, awesome. What I'm going to do is take your 5 of hearts, pop it somewhere in the deck, and we're just going to completely lose it. So we have absolutely no idea where it is. Now, this is where the ace of spades comes back in. I'm actually going to try and find your card, and it's going to be pretty difficult, but it's going to happen very, very quick. You hear me? Very, very quick. And I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do before I do it, because, well, if you blink, you might miss it. But what I'm essentially going to do is I'm just going to grab this deck. I'm going to lift up roughly about, well, let's go with like a half of the deck. Pick up this ace. I'm going to chuck it in, and if it lands in the middle, then hopefully that'll be right on top of your card. But who knows? Let's see if this goes well. I've not performed this yet, so First time. Hopefully first time's the charm. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay. I just picked up pretty randomly. Hopefully you didn't miss it. But you can see that ace has gone in the deck. Right there. And shall we take a look at the card that we popped that ace on top of? Let's take a look, shall we? I'm just making sure there's no funny business. The card it was on top of was your 5 of hearts. And I will show you, there is absolutely no other 5 of hearts in this deck. Just in case you thought there was. And I had the deck rigged. But no, there's the 5 of diamonds. But that really did just happen. Hopefully you didn't miss it. If you know how this trick is done, make your guesses in the comments. If anyone gets it bang on, I will pin your comment. So that's a fun wee challenge. But thank you for watching that trick. Let's slide on to the next one. So for the last trick in tonight's Magic Monday, I want to try something that, I won't lie to you guys, I have been trying to perfect for the past 3 months. That's right, I kid you not. It has taken me 3 months to learn this. It's not even a card trick. It is a skill. This is a talent, guys. If you've stuck around to the end, then you've stuck around for the good bit. Because I'm going to try and show you my skill. And I'm going to do it with my Bicycle Stargazer Sunspot deck of cards. I don't use this deck enough, but the reason I'm using it tonight is because I need 2 very important cards to help me. And they are the 2 jokers, in fact. And I feel like the 2 jokers in this deck are, well, they just look incredible. So I figured I would use the jokers from this deck to help me perform the trick. And for those who do not trust me as well, give the deck a shuffle. Also guys, love the backs of these cards. What would you guys rate the backs of these cards? Rate them in the comments. Can have a little rating session. Let's give them a shuffle. Couple of cuts. And what I'm going to do is have you guys go through and select a card. So let's say you go for this card right here. And I would not like to take a look at it, so I'm going to let you guys take a wee peek at it. Please remember this card. And what we're going to do is we're going to take it and we'll just pop it somewhere in the middle of the deck, like right about here. And one last look at it, don't forget it. Okay, I'll leave it on the screen though in case you do happen to forget it. But it's gone now. Somewhere lost in the packet. Hopefully to be found in a wee moment. And the way I'm going to find it is with these 2 jokers and with this new skill, talent that I've learned. So I'll tell you guys a little bit about this talent. So basically, what it is I have practiced the ability to estimate where a card is in the deck and take 2 cards such as the 2 jokers and dribble down the deck and try and reach in with these cards and grab out that card. Now I don't know what card you picked, but I do know, however, it is about the, I think it's the 37th card down, I believe. Don't believe me? Well, watch, I'll give it a go. You ready? I'm going to try and reach in and grab it. I think I got it. Oh no, I think I might be 1 or 2 cards out. But I hope this is your card, and if it worked, you can let me know in the comments. But is this your card? Hopefully it is. I mean, if it makes the video, then of course it is. But what a way to end off the video if that was indeed your card. let me know in the comments. And if it was, I think all that effort, all that 3 months of work has got to deserve a like. Sorry, I know I keep talking about likes, but I want to try and hit this 500 like goal. So if you guys have made it to the end of the video, thank you all so much for another incredible Magic Monday. But sadly, all good things must come to an end. But do not fear, I will be back next Monday with another very fun Magic Monday. In fact, I've got a pretty fun idea for it. So put it this way: if you like facts, then keep an eye out for that. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Good night, guys. Good night, guys. Good night, guys. Good night, guys. Good night. Thanks to